I just went to the parking lot, to the dumpster, and I saw the same car parking that swung into the parking lot and threatened to hit me twice. And it's in the same parking area, maybe even the same parking space. And I don't want that car parking here anymore because he's some kind of bad driver. Yeah, for whatever reason. Uh, and I cannot get the police to come and tow the car for that reason because you are waiting for that God will solve every problem. You want me to report it to this driver. I don't actually know who he is because I also don't know who else has the keys to that same car. Should I assume that it's just himself? Okay, so somebody who tried to hit me with a car. I mean, somebody who had a car, accident that he saved from being a disaster by hitting the brakes, right? So that person, he is the only one with a set of keys to that car. Does he have one set of keys to the car or two sets of keys to the car? It doesn't matter as long as the car is in park. And that's what's wrong with you, that you don't, as police come around for the car accident and impound the car for that it was wrong to itself. You actually just deny that there was ever a car accident. Yes, but I don't deny that. The person got out of the car and he walked right up to me all at once and he said, "I live in apartment number 2. I just wanted to tell you I live in apartment number 2. And then he stood there, and I had to walk away from him because I don't know who he is due to myself, and I don't know where he is the order. Yeah, I don't remember when he's not here. I don't remember his face right now, but if I see him again, I might recognize him. No, thank you. I don't want to remember him for money. It's money for him, free money for him. I didn't give him the keys to apartment number 2. Isn't that what he said? I live in apartment number 2. He knows because I didn't give him the keys to apartment number 2. I didn't open the door for him and let him in and give him the keys. So what is this trouble with the car? He is black masculine adultery. And maybe he doesn't know that all the black people died the wrong way because they're wrong to myself, and I died the wrong way already. I can't help it. Yes, but he's talking to myself after being in adultery. I don't really afford it. Yeah, I am myself in adultery, and I can't afford it. Well, this is chocolate milk. I want it for the best possible beverage. I can save it and use it for something else, or I can make a chocolate yogurt out of this. It's strawberry kefir, yogurt drink. I can add chocolate to it and shake it up and drink it. But that might be a little too much dairy for me right now. I would do that in the morning. So I will just drink this the way it is. So what are the police waiting for? A police report that they can believe. Yes, but the police must understand that the jails are locked. Yeah, and some people don't want to go into the jails. Well, I'm not going into the jail with this black person. No. Get in line, because it's a long line of everyone who is trying to put me in jail, but that you talk to me about myself. I want to go to jail because I don't have prejudice to fight with you in public, that you are talking to me about myself with your own voice, and you are not myself. That's me needing to be in jail because you talk to me about myself. Yeah, like what you think about myself. Where am I with myself? But it's you talking. Yeah, this me needing to be in jail. You don't understand public. You don't actually have public segregated from apart from myself. Well, the police do not fight over everybody who's not myself who is that problem. But you are below the threatening. It's not going to get better for you if you don't fight for yourself. Is in the public right now. You don't have a death in it if you just sit around and wait. I am the one who will give the death to the end of the public, but there's not supposed to be anybody in public by the time I give a death to the formed world. The rest of you, everybody of you who is not myself of public, you have to be already deceased out of your genitals by the time I give a death to the formed world. Wow, now I am thirsty. Yeah, I'm drinking something, but I'm thirsty. What to do? Because I have this, but I skipped it. Well, I poured a lot of yogurt in here, water, milk, yogurt. I poured a lot of kefir in this bottle. Yeah, well, but this is dairy. It might be too much. I will think about it some more. So this is a police report to the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department to call California because Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department did not already solve that the car was parking illegally for some time in the parking lot. The one that I am complaining about, I guess it's just complaining because I cannot tow the car myself. What do you think about a 3-year-old getting into a tow truck and trying to tow a car that tried to hit myself? Yeah, and tow it away and put it where? I don't know how to get to where I would leave a tow truck with a car that is with itself, towing. Where do you put it? Is there such a thing as like a tow truck parking lot? And I can just leave it there. And then what? I have to walk away. I know I have to walk because I'm little. Well, I can't drive right now because I'm not full height. But that is the question of the police. Are they asking me to tow this car because it's a parking ticket I find? I'm not the police. I can't call the police on this problem. So I'm just saying that the police of Nevada should call the police of California to come here and get the car and take it to California and keep it there. You don't want a free car. You have to tow it, and then you take it on the US 95. You go to California and you stay there with the car, and you can just abandon it somewhere lost. And then if this black guy comes looking for his car, I suppose he'll be knocking on this door, and that's true. I would have to call the police at that point. That means you don't know how to tow a car because you don't know how to find who has the keys to the car. Who do I call? Dog the Bounty Hunter, Dwayne Chapman, Bill Bonds. He doesn't tow cars, but he's from Chapman Car Dealership. I've heard of that from elsewhere's Chapman Car Dealership. So where do you get somebody to tow this car and then go into apartment number what? Doesn't he just know? If you have to tow a car, do you just know where the keys are and get them? Because you can't just take this black guy's keys. You have to take the black guy with himself to the car and to the tow truck and remove him from here because he's a car accident. Are you waiting for me to die? So is everyone. Get in line. Yeah. Jerry's husband, Geri, Jerry's husband. Uh, you need to find this apartment number 2 black guy and remove him and also tow his car. But you can't because you are, watching a screwdriver, a power screwdriver that you screwed a screw into the front door here, and you did not pay out a key. And you kept the screwdriver. Yeah, so you are prowling around with the power screwdriver. That's strange because you screwed the door closed, not open. It was stuck open, and he screwed into the door frame, and he closed the door, and it was able to lock. And he doesn't have a copy of the key from me, although he might have one, but he doesn't have a copy of the key from me. That is sub-self. Who does that? Yeah, who does that? Do you have a copy of another key that you owe me? Do you owe me a key to someplace else and you kept it? That's not nice because now I have a not nice neighbor that I don't want to know anymore because he threatened to strike me with a car. He was in the driver's seat and it was, pulling into a parking space and it was too close to me. It was fast and then he backed up and he tried to go forward again. What? Is he testing his own foot? That he couldn't get to hit the car all the way to the wall and I would have been crushed that way. Yeah, who is Jerry's husband? Why? How do you want me to take care of that? You were the one who screwed the front door closed with a 10-cent screw, and you kept the power screwdriver yourself. How do you want me to pay for that? You want me to die from this neighbor? Well, do you have a key to someplace there? Are you living it up on my time? I cannot even say that to you because there's something wrong with you. I have to say it, to YouTube. And then I just have to say, oh, well, it's just what I think. And I put it on YouTube. I've seen a lot of psychiatrists. Do we all wonder? If I tell you I have psychiatrists between the year 2005 and 2025, so that's 20 years, and then not every year, and then it's not always once a year. It could be twice in a year, or not at all. So I can't tell you how many times I was hospitalized because it's like too many times to count. So, since I've been seeing a lot of psychiatrists about how you think I am diagnosed as homeless, I was wondering how you are going to pay for all the crime lording you've been covering up by that you discharged myself from hospital with no keys. Where am I now? Because I must have had a key at some point because I'm someplace right now. Yes, but I'm not someplace without having died out of form. You are looking at something and telling yourself you are okay, and I am telling you, I'm not here unless okay has been deceased. Even though Charles Toe is not here at this time, and he has not been here since the middle of April, so it's about November now. Uh, Year 2025, yep, same year. So I don't feel under the same pressure that I want to die, in my sleep, um, as when Charles Toe was here. I did not know that God above would only decease myself out of the formed world with myself in the leverage of living alone, because I'm also not selling you my residence for a deceasement for myself whenever I live alone. You cannot just kill me by leaving. whenever you leave, and we don't know why. You are in your own prejudice. If you look a certain way, you're formed. You are doing what you do with yourself. I cannot ensure that with my where I live, like eat and sleep. It's pretty much public if you know who I am. If you know who I am, if you've seen me in public, I am public, and my where I stay, it's not really my house, my housing. It's where I stay. That is public because you know who I am and where I am. Pretty much, I wouldn't hide it. But you're not really allowed to interfere with what I do for a living, which is I need to decease creation is the next motion I will make. Well, you cannot really be here because you want to talk to me about myself. When I decease creation, I will be asleep unconscious because I'm the lever. That means heaven rests on myself, and that's what moves next. After heaven rests on myself, heaven will move the creation to superior founder in the afterlife. Then I can't really be me anymore, so I will, die. But you cannot really dispute the property I live in because you don't believe me what my leverage is, who I am, and about myself because you are preoccupied with various now problems that you're having with being in public. But you are mostly selling food for control of your problems, and then until you take all of the food money I need for myself and spend it on yourselves controlling problems to yourselves being around myself, and that defeats the purpose of you paying any food money for me at all until you just tell me, well, you don't get any food if we don't pay any food money for you. And that's very interesting that you have that problem because I'm also not ensuring that you are buying me food or I have nothing at all. I can't. When I decease myself and move creation with myself deceased, it will be heaven rests on me, and then it will move the creation around myself. It will not move the creation around the feeders. If you're a feeder and you dropped food off here and told me I can eat it dry like cat food, or I can cook it for myself if I am human, that is you needing to be elsewhere because you are not the one who is due to give me the food by food money that you're okay with your problems. The supermarket has other problems. When they receive the money, they have certain problems with that. They have the money after you have given them a payment. Yeah, so I don't know that. I think that was my problem, that the supermarket receives the payment is elsewhere's. You are trying to make it that I am a cashier in a supermarket and I'm hungry. Yeah, I don't think that's true to the cashier in the supermarket. They're not really hungry.